A man who cannot bear the weight of responsibility will always blame the wind for his weak roof. A woman's voice is the song of the home. Without her melody, the house is silent. A warrior without wisdom is like a spear without a tip, dangerous to himself before his enemies. A mother's hands carry both the weight of life and the gentleness of a feather. A man who shouts the loudest is often the weakest inside. A woman who understands the moon understands her own cycles and power. The boy who chases only his own shadow will never see the light ahead. A woman's wisdom is like water. It takes the shape of what it must, yet carves through mountains. A strong man is not known by his fists, but by the peace he keeps. A woman who understands fire knows when to warm and when to burn. A man who walks in front of his wife sees the road. A man who walks beside her sees the journey. A woman builds her house not with bricks, but with patience and wisdom. A man who fears fatherhood has already lost the respect of his ancestors. A woman is not the moon to follow a man, nor the sun to blind him, but the earth that holds him steady. A home without a strong woman is like a river without banks, wild and lost. A husband who listens to the whispers of his wife will never be lost in the storm of life. A woman who laughs with her husband feeds his soul more than 100 feasts. A father who does not teach his son will one day fear his strength. A woman who plants kindness in her home will harvest love in her old age. A man who rules with fear will have no one left to protect him when he becomes weak. A man must lead not with his chest, but with his heart and ears. A woman who cannot keep a secret is like a river that floods the village. The strongest warrior is the one who wins battles without ever drawing his sword. A woman who raises a wise child feeds the entire village for generations. A man who takes without giving is a thief, even if he wears a crown. A woman's wisdom does not shout, yet the mountains listen. A leader is not the one who commands, but the one who earns the people's silence in respect. A woman's beauty is not in her face, but in the peace she carries within her. A man who only follows is still a child, no matter his age. A woman who knows her own worth cannot be sold for gold or sweet words. A man who does not test the storm will never know the strength of his own boat. A woman who knows herself will never fear the mirror. The young man who fears pain will never wear the scars of wisdom. A woman's voice is her spear, soft yet sharp enough to shape the world. A man's journey is long, but only the foolish refuse to ask for directions. A woman who does not dance with the wind will break like a dry branch. A father who does not teach his son strength leaves him weak against the world. A woman's silence is not weakness, it is the storm, gathering its force. A man who only seeks war will never know the joy of planting. A woman who knows her roots will always stand tall, no matter how strong the wind blows.